Hi. So I was watching The Other Woman today, which used to be one of my favorite movies in high school, and I wanted to see if it would still be one of my favorites now. And it is, but for completely different reasons than it originally was when I was in high school. For anyone who's never seen the movie The Other Woman, it's about three women who realize that they're all being cheated on by the same man, but the main character of the movie is a lawyer who's been dating this guy for months, and they were serious, but then she finds out that he actually has a wife, and the wife is very goofy. And also, I don't even think goofy is the right word to describe her. Um I can't think of the word I want to think of to describe her. Yeah, high strung. Yeah. The wife is very high strung, and she basically forces the main character to be friends with her because she won't leave her alone. And then they end up finding another one of his mistresses and befriending her too. And the whole point of the movie is three three women becoming best friends under the most unlikely of circumstances, and also them getting back at the cheating guy. And originally, when I watched it in high school, it was my favorite because of the comedy factor. I really thought that a lot of the lines were funny, and I liked the setup. And I'm also super big on slapstick comedy. That's something that's still the same about me. So basically, in high school, I was really into. Basically, I've always really been into slapstick comedy. That's still my thing. But like, the whole idea of like the setting and the plot and like the intellect part of it is what has completely changed. Like, things that used to be like really funny, or like topics that I used to find funny, or that like I even used to like tolerate, I don't tolerate anymore. Like, for one, I don't like in the movie how I don't like how, like, when they were talking about like their bodies and their lifestyle and their style, like the way they dress and stuff, how everything was phrased like, oh, men don't like that, men don't like that. And like, I could even get it if like they said, well, he doesn't, yeah, Mark doesn't like that, he doesn't like that, because they're talking about someone specific. And even though he turned out to be a cheating asshole, like, they didn't know that was going to be the way it turned out. Like, obviously you want your partner or your husband to find you attractive, so that completely makes sense to me. And I would hope that if you've been with someone that long, that they would be someone who is worthy of you giving a crap of what they think, or at least sometimes you think they are, but you turn out to be wrong. Because I think I think serial I think serial cheaters. That's a hard word to say. I think serial cheaters is um I think serial cheaters is another way to say that someone is a psychopath. And maybe that's dramatic, but I just feel like if you're able to have that many affairs, and then on top of that you're having all these affairs while you're still married, and then you're also stealing billions of dollars from several other companies. I don't know. That just sounds like a psychopath to me, but maybe that's just me. Um, but I said all that to say, connecting the points um, of partner of you wanting your partner to find you attractive, and that I would hope that if it was your partner, that it was someone that was actually worthy about you caring about their opinion. Um, I actually can't remember what my point was. Yeah, I actually can't remember what my point was, so I'm not going to make one anymore. Yeah. It's so funny being inside my brain, because like my brain is so, it can be so overactive. It used to be overactive a lot of the time, but after I spent years practicing after I spent years practicing stillness and how to quiet my mind, um, it doesn't happen to me. It doesn't happen to me as often. Most of the time, when my brain is overactive, it's because I'm either overstimulated or I'm deep in creating. Because a thing that I love and hate about my creation process is that just basically nothing's coming or everything's coming at once. Yeah. Kind of like that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I couldn't finish that movie because, like, I don't know, like, there was too much. Like, I feel like they tried too hard with the comedy, and, like, they tried to make, like, all these weird things funny, but it actually just turned out being really disgusting. That's my opinion, anyways. Yeah. I don't think it was a horrible movie. I I just don't like a lot of the details. But see, there it goes. It happens again. So yeah, so now like my brain is like, I'm super. Oh, my phone's gonna die. I have to wrap this up. I'm like super imaginative. I have a very vivid imagination, but also like at the same time, like my thoughts just, I don't know. Like I can't trust them to stay and I can't trust them to go. Yeah. Yeah. I think I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I always try to wrap all of my videos up, but sometimes I can't, because why can't I? But sometimes I can't wrap them up like I want to, because like the topic is open ended, and a lot, like the whole point of me doing this is to start something and find my way out loud. Like, these are honestly my drafts. I still don't know what I'm doing or where I'm expecting this to go. I just know that as I keep going, that whatever I'm supposed to do is will reveal itself to me in time. And so yeah, I don't have a wrap up for this topic, and I'll probably end up making a part two, because the only reason why I'm cutting it now is because my phone's gonna die. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut it here for now, and yeah, that's gonna be it.